One of the most bioavailable forms of magnesium, which is very good for heart health and as a general nutrient, is magnesium water. I'll describe how to make it today using a bottle of Milk of Magnesia. I will dissolve the 200 milliliter bottle of Milk of Magnesia into 4 2-liter bottles of sparkling water. I've chilled the water down overnight so it doesn't foam as much when making up the magnesium water. I like to take the labels off the bottles so I know that I've modified them. I use a funnel which, as you can see, doesn't have any edges on it. Like, say, this funnel is not suitable because it doesn't seal the top of the bottle. I'll see what I mean later. So I prefer this funnel, and I use a few beakers as well to help me mixing. There's 200 milliliters in the Milk of Magnesia. This is one which has, I'd prefer not to have flavored Milk of Magnesia, but this is the only type I can get here. If you can get unflavored Milk of Magnesia, it's okay. But this mint flavor doesn't seem to affect the water too much. It just gives a slight minty flavor to the water when it's made. First, I pour a small amount of water into 2 beakers. So this beaker is on the balance, and after I have a small amount of water added, I tare the balance, and that will be used for measuring it. I also put a small amount into another beaker that I'll use to rinse everything in. So next I shake the bottle of Milk of Magnesia. Then I pour 50 milliliters or 50 grams into the beaker of water that's been tared. There, 51, that's close enough. I generally go up to about 5150, 5152, anything like that. Typically there'll be slightly more than 200 mils in the bottle. Next, what I do is I like to put the bottle on the on the towel here and hold the bottle. Then I pour the Milk of Magnesia in the water in. Now you can see that it starts to foam, and one of the reasons why I like the funnel like this is that you can hold it down and nothing much leaks out. That's not doing too badly, but you can see the bubbles start to rise. Next, I will rinse out the beaker with the other beaker of water, and we'll also add that water in. Now you can see it's foaming a little bit more now, but what I'll do is I'll generally just let it all go down, and when the foam has all gone down out of the funnel, I will seal the lid on tight. And as you can see now, the bottle is quite cloudy. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the other 4, but I'm not going to film it. I'll just show you the process at the end. I'm on to the last bottle now, and there's another 51 grams is going in. But what I also like to do at the end is I'll rinse out the last of the Milk of Magnesia using a little bit of sparkling water. I just pour the water in, put the lid back on, and just shake it around a bit, and I'll add that to the final bottle as well. Just kind of give it a rinse. I'm not shaking hard because of the fizz, just kind of pouring the water inside in the bottle. Now I'll just empty the washings in as well after the main charge, and then I'll just pour in the last of the water to rinse off everything. And this is all very calm now, so I'll just take out the funnel and put the lid on. Now you can see all 4 bottles are filled, but you can already start to see the first one is going to be a bit less cloudy than the first. Within an hour they'll all be very clear, Now, and definitely within 24 hours it'll be all dissolved. You might just want to shake the bottle after a few hours if a few bits have settled in the bottom, but eventually there's enough carbon dioxide within this carbonated water to dissolve the 50 grams or the 50 milliliters of milk of magnesia, magnesium hydroxide in that milk of magnesia. This gives you magnesium water that gives a lot of a magnesium dose. I usually have 300 milliliters morning and evening, so that's 600 milliliters a day, and I've calculated that is about 480 milligrams of magnesium, which is a good dose and it's very good for heart health and for general, and in addition to eating other high food sources of magnesium such as spinach or almond nuts or whatever, will make sure that you keep a good healthy amount of magnesium, one of the most important elements you have to consume for heart health, bone health, and various other health. So enjoy, and this is as I say, there are other ways you can get your magnesium, but this way is supposed to be the most bioavailable. There's a small amount settled in the bottom now, with most of it dissolved. Just invert them to help it dissolve.